And the starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome everybody to another presentation of Payday.
Well, Kevin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. So we'll see D'Angelo Russell go to the line here. Ricky Rubio picks one up. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the evening. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Here is Russell. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Count that bucket.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Booker looking around. Pass to Oubre. Ayton dishes to Booker. Beasley with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And here they go. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for
3. Booker outside. Ayton at the elbow. Back to Booker. Pass to Rubio. Here's Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Booker's got his second bucket.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Now here's Booker after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Booker with no one around, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Now, how smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
Here's Russell, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Russell's got 5.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Oubre. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Beasley outside. Really left alone that time.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they shot the basketball.
Passes it to Oubre. Booker outside. Inside, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Beasley kicks to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Shoots over Rubio. No good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. 1:36 left in the first. And here's Booker from the arc. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. Oubre left side. 4 on the clock. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Sharch finds Carter. Now the pass to Ayton. That ties the game. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Reed the pass to Layman. Bridges with the board.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Reed misses. And here's Phoenix. They've got an 8-0 run. Sharch looking around. From deep three-point range, Baines. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And recently,
man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know.
Craig doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got James Johnson. Layman is out there with Culver. And it's Reed in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
As a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one. And it's the Suns with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Out left to the wing. Noel passes to Layman. To the left wing. Pass to Reed. Back to Layman. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
The Suns trail it. Booker outside. And Baines kicks to Carter. Booker inside with the tip. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now the feed to Russell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Now here's Booker. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Doubled by Culver. Towns with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. Lets it go from the wing. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Minnesota making a switch here. Beasley's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Ayton's checked in. Pass to Rubio. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Booker.
He looks to score all the time, and easy ones there for Booker.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker not.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
1:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Booker. Lets it go with a 3. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. The drive by Booker. Banked in off the glass. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Booker to the cup with confidence. Feels like he can beat anybody off the dribble right now.
Here's Towns. Some solid defense from Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. A nice shot by Booker.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Beasley on the wing, covered by Rubio. The kick out to Towns. From deep. Okogie, the pass to Noel. Here's Towns, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Timberwolves now. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The largest lead they had was 6. Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. But kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at center. Kicks it out to Beasley. A putback. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Towns. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Suns trail by 4.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
There were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
Booker against Beasley. Deep 2 from Russell. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Oubre passes to Johnson. On the wing, Booker. Back to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. Oubre outside. On the wing, Booker. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The pass to Jerome. For the lead. And the layup is up and in. And the Suns lead by 1.
Now, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes. And he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Noel passes to Culver. Pocket 6. They get it back.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Jerome, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 3-point Suns lead.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. To the inside. Here's Sharch. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Wide open look. The putback. It's good on the putback.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Carter, the pass to Oubre. Down low. And Baines kicks to Oubre. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Nice D from Russell. Minnesota leading by 3. And then Culver with the dunk.
And that attacking mindset. When Culver sees an opportunity like that, he just grabs it.
34 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Reed, and there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Russell against Rubio. Pass to Noel. And here is Hernan Gomez. 6 points for him. Russell with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. Russell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Johnson is out there with Culver, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Pass to Rubio. Passes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Basket counts.
Every time he gets going like this, somebody's going to talk about that 70-point game he had in Boston. It's not going to be me.
Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Kicks it out to Beasley. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
There's the pass to Ayton. Now here's Kaminsky. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is off. Towns, he's checked in for Johnson. He hits the second from the line. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Okogie out to the right wing. He kicks to Towns, and yes, it's good.
Man, few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
Out to the wing. Bridges dishes to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he could be a bully on the inside.
Pass to Russell. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And here's Booker from the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Culver comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Evans in for Beasley. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges. A drive by Booker. And he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Pass to Culver. Evans with it. Outside, Russell. The dish now to Towns. Evans outside. To the right side. Pass to Reed. And stolen by Ayton. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Johnson. He feeds it to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre Jr., nice job reading the rotations and playing in that two-man game.
Stolen by Rubio. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Booker against Evans. On the top of the key. No good from Booker.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The shot's good from Evans. Suns trail by 8. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker outside. Feeds to Johnson. Ayton trying to break free. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Now Russell. Pass to Towns. A 3-ball. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Oubre. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And it's good. 2 points.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
No good there. And so Minnesota takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability.
for the land of the...
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. DH.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Rubio finds Johnson. Over Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Oubre passes to Rubio. For 3, Booker. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And Devin Booker, in the 3rd year of that 5-year, $158 million contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season, man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
Rubio, the pass to Booker. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Rubio dishes to Johnson. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ayton. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Oubre off the drive. Misses the layup.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Well, Chris Paul is usually the guy to deliver the pass. In this instance, getting to the catch-and-shoot game. Go ahead, Chris. Let your teammates make it easy on you.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Oubre outside. Rubio looking around. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. All going up court. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Latre. Paul's shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Johnson finds Rubio. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
How about the effort by Rubio on that play, fighting his way through contact?
The drive by Paul. And that one, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Ayton. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Johnson kicks to Booker. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
Well, this is Devin Booker's specialty, consistent at finding all kinds of ways to score from beyond that arc.
Paul passes to Adams. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Passes it to Jerome. Here's Baines. That one goes. Count it.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Back to Muscala. Gallinari passes to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Noel's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
And the dunk by Baines.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
To the left side wing. Muscala pass to Noel. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Releases. That one a little long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Back to Noel. Schroeder up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Carter looking around. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Looking to end the run. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Suns lead by 2. We've got more in store for you right after.
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Back to Diallo. No good. Shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. And Saric kicks to Bridges. Dishes it to Kaminsky. Saric outside. And the pass to Jerome. Back to Saric. And stolen by Noel. Here's Diallo. Good work there as it goes. Diallo's got his first bucket in this one.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Saric outside. The 9-foot shot. Good on the bucket. Saric has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, because of his size and length, Dario Saric so comfortable on the interior.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from the line. Gets a hand on it. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Dort. Doubled by Oubre. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And it's Noel missing. Suns leading by 4. And here we go. Booker left side. Kicks it to Kaminsky. Rubio against Paul. Rubio dishes to Ayton. 5 to shoot. Kaminsky in the corner. Rubio with a wide open look. No good from outside. Under trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. No good from Booker. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Dort passes to Noel. The feed to Adams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker against Paul. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Oubre, no one around him. Trains the three-pointer. Oubre's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ball against Rubio. Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Booker looking around to the inside and stolen by Noel. And now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. And that one drops for him. Now it's just a 3-point Suns lead.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Adams. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break. He is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, we can't look past...
And that's a wrap. With
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Aaron Baines displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Ayton throws it down.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Adams.
Many players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the NBA. Boy, tough to corral when he's looking to score.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. Back to Booker. Oubre outside. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training set.
Paul can't get it to go.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Booker with no one around. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Rubio. Oubre, right side. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. That one goes in.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Gallinari against Johnson. Gallinari passes to Dort. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Pass to Gallinari. Dort passes to Muscala. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Inside. Out to Saric. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Diallo.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They get a hand on it. Over to the wing. Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. Passes to Ferguson. Booker outside. Carter on the wing. Here's the three. And the Suns miss again. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Ferguson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And now the Suns, a fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
Baines finds Booker. Pulls from the top of the key. Off the left rim and out. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game. That one falls. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Carter outside. Saric dishes to Baines. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
Venom.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Suns leading by 3. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And Baines kicks to Rubio. The dish to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Yes! And the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Phoenix making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And then for Oklahoma City, Gallinari, he's checked in for Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Kaminsky finds Booker. Kaminsky with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Fires the 3. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Booker in the post. Diallo's there. A nice shot by Booker.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
Paul looking over the floor. Gallinari on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Adams.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Oubre passes to Kaminsky, and he lays it straight in. And the Suns lead by 6.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And Kaminsky with a clear path to the hoop. And finished off by Kaminsky.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Adams. Another shot. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Diallo. Adams with it. Now guarded by Booker. Adams, the pass to Paul. Over Rubio. Here's Adams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Suns leading by 8. Pass to Kaminsky. Now, here's Rubio. On the wing, Booker. The 9-foot shot. Again, Phoenix.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Rubio against Paul. Kicks it out to Rubio. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Saric comes in for Johnson. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort's checked in. Rubio against Paul. Gets himself open and drills it.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Booker outside. Now here's is Oubre. He's tightly guarded.
And remember, he grew up in New Orleans, but Kelly Oubre had to move to Texas after Hurricane Katrina. Some tough times that he said put a little bit of a chip on his shoulder to this day.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Back to Gallinari. Fires the three. Saric grabs the board. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul.
Well, you can see he's an improving defensive presence, right? DeAndre Ayton has got to commit and do what it takes.
Offensive rebound. Saric. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Oubre, left side. Lots of room. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of I-40 in Chesapeake and David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Towns in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Pass to Towns. From outside the arc, Dort grabs the miss.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Clock at 6. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
To put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Here's Russell. He gets it in there. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Hernan Gomez with the ball. And there's the pass to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Guys, that was really nice work mixing in this shot. When Russell is squared up and shooting with confidence, which is most of the time, he can bury it.
Now here's Paul. And now the Timberwolves on the break. There's the lob to Towns. That puts them in the lead.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Adams' shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. He throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Both teams deciding to change it up. There's Noel. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Down low. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Noel down low. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder kicks to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound, Minnesota. Pass to Johnson. Out to Russell. Up and in on the layup. Russell's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Muscala with the ball. Johnson on him. Back to Muscala. Here's Ferguson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Timberwolves. Noel's checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Noel. To the wing right side. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Thunder trailing by 6. Pass to Noel. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Noel passes to Reed. Here's Noel. 6 to shoot. From deep, Johnson. He's off on that one. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Schroeder, right side. Here's Lehman. Kicks to Culver. Now here's Johnson. Fires from deep. Another miss by Minnesota. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 6. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Ferguson. Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder and Diallo in at the 2 spot. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. Reed. And it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Schroeder, left side, and Noel kicks to Diallo. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Back to Muscala. Shot clock at 6. Johnson with the block. Minnesota leading by 4. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. It's stolen by Schroeder. Knocks it loose. To the paint. Here's Muscala. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Back to Muscala. Passes it to Noel. Over to the left wing. Here's Schroeder. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots. And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Minnesota making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing on the left. Adams in the high post. Gallinari passes to Adams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. There's the pass to Dort. Hernan Gomez against Adams. And there's a whistle that goes on Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. He's off on the 2nd.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Adams against Towns. Adams' shot is off. Here's a Kogi. Off target at the rim. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Their offense is functioning out.
That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Steven Adams with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position.
Tremendous combination of power and finesse there. I mean, once Towns gets to the rim, it's a wrap.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Towns down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Goes back up. And Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. And here's Russell. 8 points for him. Okogie for 3. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous Alexander. Minnesota also making some changes. Layman, he's checked in for Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. Here's Schroeder. Count that bucket. Schroeder's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Towns gets it to go.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Diallo the pass to Noel, and he makes good on the layup. Noel's got his second basket.
Boy, steady hands right there for Noel. You can try to knock this guy around, but at the end of the day, he's just got too much strength.
Towns is doubled. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Thunder making a change here. Muscala's checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in. Schroeder finds Diallo. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. He dishes it to Schroeder. Out left to the wing. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Feeds to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, there's a little bounce to Beasley's game. This fella, he can get off the ground and elevate on you.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Now here's Culver. He's guarded by Schroeder, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Minnesota making some changes. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Layman. And it's Russell in for Culver. And the dunk by Towns.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Offensive rebound and slam dunk by Noel.
And Noel really does a nice job in reading angles of shots. He really excels in avoiding box outs because he's so active, and he typically beats guys to important spots near the basket.
And Towns throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Ferguson over Hernangomez. Ferguson misses.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Schroeder dishes to Muscala. The feed now to Noel. Poked loose. It's stolen by Hernangomez. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Hernangomez. Beasley outside. Shoots the 3. Russell kicks to Towns. A second chance effort. And it's Noel with the rebound. Inside, here's Ferguson, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Timberwolves leading by 9. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Paul against Russell. Five on the clock. Takes the 13-footer, and the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Adams finds Gallinari. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Adams.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Okogie hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Johnson, the pass to Russell. To the middle. Here's Noel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the inside. Here's Adams. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Johnson, and he banks in the layup. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Paul, right side, down low. Here's Adams, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Towns kicks to Johnson. Pass to Okogie. Left side, Towns. Swiped away. Out to the right wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Over to the left wing. Russell passes to Noel. Pass to Towns. This one for 3. A shot off that time, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. Got a piece of it. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Paul passes to Adams. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Here's Okogie. Trying his luck from deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And that is the kind of big-time shot that can really deflate a crowd.
And did he ever do that? Sound level right now, 0 in this arena.
Back to Adams. Passes it to Dort. Clock at 6. Alinari on the wing to the inside. Minnesota with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Beasley for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Can't connect. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the A beautiful day as it usually is. And as
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. We've got Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Okogie in at the small forward spot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Now, here is Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Displaying superb leaping ability. Russell's electric in the air for someone his size.
Beasley against Booker. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Up the floor. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Beasley finds Towns. Here's Okogie. Outside Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Okogie, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Some solid defense from Johnson.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. And Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career.
Now here's Beasley. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Ayton. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. For 3, Oubre. Doesn't go that time. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Over Booker. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Towns with it. Now defended by Oubre. Right wing. Okogie, the pass to Towns. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Here's Layman. Passes it to Towns. Here's Layman. Defended by Bridges. Layman kicks to Culver. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Bridges passes to Carter. There's the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Towns gets it to go.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
The pass to Saric. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
The Suns making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Reed's checked in. Here's Noel. No points in the game yet for him. Second chance shot. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Bridges, no one around him. And again, it's the Suns missing. Minnesota in the lead. Kicks it out to Johnson. To the middle, just 3 on the clock.
And Mikal Bridges is a prototypical 3-and-D guy.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Oubre comes in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Now here's Beasley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the left wing, Hernan Gomez passes to Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's a Kogi. And that one hits back iron. Knocked away. Here's Reed. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Inside, Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
Well, Ricky Rubio controls the pace of just about any game, and that gives you a chance.
Now, here is Russell. Beasley outside. Russell inside, covered by Rubio. Rubio with the rebound. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. Right block shot. Oubre can't get it to go. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Russell against Rubio from 12 feet out. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 6.
I think D'Lo has all sorts of confidence when he has that kind of spot in his arsenal.
Rubio dishes to Booker. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Towns missing. The Suns trailing. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Phoenix making a change here. Saric is checked in. Booker with no one around. Misses the three. The Timberwolves shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Good chance here for Booker. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And it's the Suns with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota. And it's Ayton missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Beasley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Beasley's a guy who just hits the court hungry and ready to make an impact. He usually does that on the offensive end.
So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Minnesota, James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. Pass to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the bucket.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
And Towns gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Johnson attacking. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges with it. Outside Carter. That shot no good. And the first half is now in the books. Minnesota on top as they end the second quarter on a 12.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oubre just being aggressive, and that's going to pay off on some free throw shooting attempts here.
It's his first trip to the line.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And both free throws good for Oubre. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And taken away by Johnson. Oubre outside. Back to Johnson. Booker looking around. Phoenix no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 3 to the paint. Shots good by Noel.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. And it's Oubre. The drive. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time.
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Here's Booker. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Now, Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
And the Timberwolves making a change here.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
For Phoenix, they have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Carter, he's checked in for Phoenix. Stolen by Carter. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Here's Saric. Count the basket.
Fighting through the contact. Dario does a great job that time.
1:57 left to play in the third. Here's Russell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Johnson against Saric. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Kicks it to Bridges. Great D that time from Johnson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Pass to Layman. Now Johnson. And Johnson with the stuff.
Crafty at getting into the lane. Johnson at his size weaves in and gets the contact and initiates it on the drive.
And Jared Culver gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Saric. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here's Culver. Passes it to Beasley. To the inside. Johnson, the pass to Layman. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Johnson. Goes up on the wing. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy. Defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Here's Bridges. And Baines kicks to Bridges. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top, up 5. 2K. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Towns, Malik Beasley out there with James Johnson, and it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position. Baines dishes to Oubre. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beasley, the pass to Johnson, to the wing on the left. Here's Okogie, covered by Rubio. Here's Towns, and the shot goes down. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Out to the wing. Here's Sharch. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Booker outside. Rubio in the corner. 6 to shoot. Knocked loose. And pushing it up again is Minnesota. Again in transition. Back to Hernangomez. And the pass to Towns. 3-pointer. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Here's Okogie. Down low. Shoots. Towns with the bucket. And that's now 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Booker. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Back to Hernangomez. Timberwolves passing it around. Beasley with the bounce pass. Here's Towns. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Back to Baines. Kicks it out to Booker. All sorts of time. Hits the front of the rim and out. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Johnson for 3. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Minnesota leading by 9. Pass to Towns. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 16 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Sharch finds Rubio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Such a capable floor general and a very strong defender. Ricky Rubio continues to make his impact felt on any ball club that he plays for. Tricky and fun to watch.
Phoenix making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines, and it's Johnson in for Sharch. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Towns for 3. It's good on the putback.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Outside, Towns. Russell from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker the pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. Ayton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Noel passes to Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And here's Johnson outside. No good there. And so Minnesota takes the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about
A view of I-40 in Chester. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Here's Booker. The 17-footer goes down.
What tremendous instincts as a scorer for Devin Booker. Get in that mid-range game, sir.
Paul kicks to Gallinari. Left side, Adams. Dort passes to Adams. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Rubio. Steven Adams making his last shot. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. An even 3-on-3 break. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Adams.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Booker in the post. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Oubre. He doesn't hit that one.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And becoming more of a playmaker, Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Back to Rubio. And Adams sends it back.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
Paul finds Adams. Paul outside. Shoots over Rubio, and it's good from the elbow.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here's Ayton following the basket by Chris Paul. Shot clock at 6, and it's Rubio penetrating, and there it is for him.
Boy, hard to shade Rubio defensively. He's always mixing up the moves, stays unpredictable.
Back to Paul, pass to Dort. Paul against Booker, inside. Poked away, Oubre with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Ayton. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Never afraid of a little physicality. Mr. Ayton, the and one.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Now, here is Muscala. Noel passes to Muscala. Kicks it out to Schroeder to the left side wing. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Diallo. Here's Noel. It's stolen by Carter. And now the Suns, a fast break. Back to Bridges. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
And it's Schroeder missing. Suns leading by 3. Ayton kicks to Carter. For 3. Drops in the tray.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Schroeder. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Phoenix.
And here is Bridges. And stolen by Noel. To the middle. Diallo finds Noel. Schroeder outside. Lets a floater go. That one drops for him.
This guy is a creative offensive talent. Dennis Schroeder can hit defenders with a variety of moves. Go ahead with the floater.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings,
one thing we have to do is stop comparing.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Bridges. Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at point guard.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
Carter looking around. Pass to Kaminsky. To the wing right side. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. Baines. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Passes to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The pass to Noel. Pass to Diallo. Just 3 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there. Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Carter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Baines has got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now here's Diallo, defended by Carter. Diallo the pass to Muscala. There's the dish to Noel. Diallo inside. That one good for 2.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Carter outside. There's the feed to Baines. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
There's an elusivity to Chris Paul's play. He's got the knack to get into the teeth of the defense and make something happen.
To the paint. Here's Baines. He dishes it to Oubre. Booker looking around. The offensive rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Paul. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. And Adams with the slam.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
Here's Oubre. Up again. It's good on the putback. The Thunder have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Makes it off the glass. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
Many players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the NBA. Boy, tough to corral when he's looking to score.
Rubio in the corner. Back to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Rubio penetrating, and the shot is good. Rubio's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, penetrates, creates the contact. You can see that Rubio's stronger these days.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Johnson. He kicks it to Oubre. Moves back up, and Adams sends it back.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Gallinari dishes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
But Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Oubre, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years. Shaq, all he does is improve. And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Steven Adams with a strong contribution so far in this one.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Paul. Adams. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Booker the pass to Oubre. Shot from 12, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Oubre's got it all tied up now for Phoenix. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Gallinari dishes to Adams. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Dishes to Johnson. Booker the pass to Ayton. Yes, that goes in. Ayton's got 5 now.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Gallinari on the wing. To the inside. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Gallinari in the corner. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Gallinari. And the rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
And the Thunder with some changes. Noel's checked in for Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Booker with it. Diallo's there. Offensive rebound. Ayton. Booker in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You get a sense there of how challenging it is to guard DeAndre Ayton. Gets good position, makes the defense react.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Booker up top. He's guarded by Diallo. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, this guy is getting better and better at finishing with force near the rim. Go to work, Devin Booker.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
Carter, the pass to Ayton. Diallo with it. Bridges covering. Feeds to Schroeder. No good that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Carter finds Booker. Beyond the arc. There's 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, it's 6'6". Let's remember, Devin Booker has enough size to feel confident on the interior.
Ferguson, the pass to Diallo. He feeds it to Noel. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Noel's got 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
A nice shot by Booker.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Thunder trailing by 4. Diallo the pass to Noel. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
What a remarkable vertical. Nerlens Noel demonstrating what a sensational athlete he is.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Diallo the pass to Noel. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Noel's got 8 here in the quarter.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Oklahoma City shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Inside, Saric and Bain. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. And Saric kicks to Booker. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A couple years ago, after making All-Rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Booker dishes to Baines. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 5 to shoot. And Adams sends it back. Down low. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Rubio the pass to Booker. He kicks to Baines. Saric outside. Pass to Booker. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a core first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Ball against Rubio. And it's in there. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Booker with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Paul finds Adams. Rubio with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And finished off by Oubre.
Now the young fella showing no fear. Oubre driving in with reckless abandon.
Paul surveying the floor. Over Rubio. The shot by Paul, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Oubre passes to Saric. They now take the lead.
Saric with the big-time delivery in the big moment. Wow.
Gallinari outside. Back to Paul. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Chris Paul is no stranger to delivering in the big moments. Go ahead, CP3.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Dort. The putback. Phoenix grabs the miss. Saric has got 4 rebounds in this game. Booker. And Paul pulls it down. The Thunder have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari down low, covered by Rubio. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Rebound by the Suns.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
A nice shot by Booker. And the Suns lead by 2.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Adams, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And the Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Molinari finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Intercepted. And now the Suns, a fast break. It's deflected. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Back to Paul. Shoots from 12. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And it's the Suns with the ball. A 2-point game. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Rubio outside. And here's Booker from the arc. Nails the tray.
Well, this is where Booker can really hurt you. Very capable and confident three-point shooter. Go ahead, Devin.
So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, we've got Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now, here is Russell. Inside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
You know, D'Angelo Russell, to his credit, made the most of the move to Brooklyn. You know, he was dumped by the Lakers in 2017 in a trade to create cap space and ended up being selected to his first All-Star game in 19.
Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Fast break, here they come. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, as young as Malik Beasley is, it's really been impressive to see how quickly he's adapted to the pro game. For some guys, it's a struggle, but I think he found his footing fairly easy.
Here's Paul. To the paint. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice aggressive move by Paul. You know, for a little guy, he knows exactly how to finish inside. Very good at making it happen against bigger players.
Here's Okogie. Dort grabs the miss. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hernan Gomez. Pulls it from the elbow. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul's got 6 points.
This is one of Paul's strengths to me. Very effective at taking advantage of any holes he sees in that in-between area on the floor.
Now, here is Russell. He gets that one.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Russell kicks to Towns. That shot off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Kicks it out to Paul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Gallinari dishes to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2. 8 points for him. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now, here's Adams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over Russell. That one off the back iron and out. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. Russell, no good. The Thunder with the lead. Out left to the wing. Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. Simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
And the Thunder with some changes. Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ferguson. And no good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Lehman. Here's Reed to end the cold streak. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Jared Culver.
Boy, Noel is just a long guy who creates a lot of problems for defenders, and he's very good at drawing foul.
He's perfect from the line this time. Timberwolves trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Count it.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
Picked off in midair. Here's Noel. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Muscala. And here's Diallo to the middle.
Most of Noel's points come on the interior. Really uses his size effectively down there.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then it's Noel. And it's Ferguson in at the small forward. Now the pass to Reed. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. Clock at 6. Shots good by Noel. Noel's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Timberwolves. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Minnesota making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Pass to Reed. Johnson outside. Here's Lehman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Schroeder. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's Russell missing. And the Thunder with possession. Diallo kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. In the corner, it's Diallo. To the inside. Now here's Noel. Defense right on him. Muscala dishes to Noel. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Also looking it over. Shoots over Schroeder, and again it's Minnesota.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Wayman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. Thunder trailing by 4. Down low. Here's Dort. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
On the wing, Johnson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Gallinari brings the double team. Reed misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Kicks it out to Paul. Here's Adams. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota will come the other way. Passes it to Reed. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Thunder trailing by 4. Gallinari left side. Beasley with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Noel. It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the inside. To the middle. It's stolen. It's stolen by Adams. Gallinari passes to Adams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Minnesota leading by 3. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Paul with the ball. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Over to the left wing. To the paint. Here's Dort. Covered by Beasley. Here's Adams. Reed with the rebound. He dishes it to Beasley. 1 second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The deepest hole they got themselves into. And that'll do it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Beasley is out there with Evans. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. 4 on the clock. Here's Paul. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s.
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Gallinari. And the pass to Okogie. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Pass to Okogie. It's good. Okogie's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Boy, watch how Okogie powers his way to the finish. Brushes off the contact like it's not there and gets it to go down.
Now, here is Gallinari. Adams finds Gallinari. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. For 3, Okogie. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Paul dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And when you're open, Paul will find you in a nanosecond. I mean, that's one thing that makes him really special.
It's Evans on the wing. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Pass to Beasley. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, there's a little bounce to Beasley's game. This fella, he can get off the ground and elevate on you.
Gallinari outside. Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Out to the right wing. Dort passes to Adams. There's Gallinari with the 3. Oh, good on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Beasley with it. Defended by Adams. For 3, Okogie. The rebound by Steven Adams. Thunder trailing by 7.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Here's Okogie. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. 1:27 left to play in the third. Inside, Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Using his underrated athleticism, Gallinari can do damage above the rim.
Over to the wing. Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Passes to Beasley. Over Paul. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. And the rejection by Towns. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Adams. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one. Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Beasley hits them both. Diallo kicks to Ferguson. Down low, here's Noel. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Noel's got 10 points.
Boy, steady hands right there for Noel. You can try to knock this guy around, but at the end of the day, he's just got too much strength.
And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Back right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Minnesota leading by 7. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Mike Muscala out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2-guard spot. Reed misses.
And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Muscala dishes to Noel. Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. The pass to Diallo. Russell against Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Johnson outside. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Russell high post. And they double up Russell. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Reed. Not going to go that time. And the Thunder going the other way now.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Thunder trailing by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's Schroeder with the drive. Oh, that's blocked. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And the shot is good from Johnson. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Here's Noel. That one doesn't go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Noel passes to Johnson. Kicks it to Russell. On deep. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Schroeder. Muscala with the ball. Culver covering. Schroeder passes to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Simply got to love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
Russell against Schroeder. Pass to Johnson. Back to Russell. Johnson kicks to Russell. Fires top of the key. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Thunder trailing by 7. To the right side. In the corner, it's Diallo. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And stolen by Diallo. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Finished off the break. And now it's only a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Here's Noel. The quick look, no good that time. Deflects the pass. Schroeder passes to Noel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And when it comes to the paint, Noel owns it. He really takes on any defender head on. And as a result, gets a lot of foul calls because of his aggressiveness.
And so he hits both.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
Here's Russell. Kicks it out to Beasley. And the rejection by Noel.
Terrific timing by Noel, utilizing his vertical and hands extremely well in terms of how he blocks shots.
Outside, Towns. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Russell against Paul. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
And there's the pass to Towns. Russell against Paul. Count that one.
Oh, wow, talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
Russell against Paul. Noel passes to Paul. 6 to shoot. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Beasley kicks to Hernangomez. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are